How The Office almost ruined Pam and Jim's wedding. Despite The Office being off the air for over half a decade, a fervent fan base still exists for the workplace comedy, with new theories and memes constantly cropping up all over the internet. And we're not knocking this, by the way, we're part of this. And this week marked the 10th anniversary of one of the biggest moments of the show, the wedding between Pam Beesly and Jim Halpert.
Everyone, this is a day that will live in infamy.
However, while the two-part episode, Niagara, saw its typical share of sitcom disasters in the form of torn scrotums, Kleenex box shoes, and botched wedding toasts, it turns out a real-life disaster involving horses and waterfalls was brewing behind the scenes that almost destroyed the special occasion.
They have hilarious material, and they are going to totally deliver it wrong.
So, what happened? Well, buckle up and put on some sunglasses because we're going on a ride.
Oh, God, wow. Oh, I was asleep. What?
With it being the 10th anniversary of the wedding episode, the folks over at Entertainment Weekly sat down with the cast and crew of the show, including the show's creator, Greg Daniels, producer and star, Mindy Kaling, as well as the episode's director, Paul Feig, and got the behind-the-scene details on this installment. In case you're one of the fans who doesn't binge the show until you fall asleep at night, here's the too long didn't watch. The two-parter was the culmination of the 6-year subplot involving Pam and Jim's romance that had been growing since the first episode, finally resulting in their marriage. We saw the entire office staff head up to Niagara Falls to attend the wedding, and the usual shenanigans ensued. Partying, drinking, and hooking up. However, the magical day finally comes, and on top of the typical family drama of a wedding day, Pam ends up tearing her veil, which leads to Jim enacting one of his wedding backup plans where he and Pam get married at sea, minus friends and family. They then head back for the official wedding where their friends and family recreate the JK wedding entrance dance video that had blown up on the internet at that time. And great TV was made.
My heart soars with the eagle's nest.
But turns out this almost never happened. According to the episode director, Paul Feig, all throughout the episode, Roy's, Pam's ex, been kind of haunting around and unhappy that they're getting married. So when they ask if anybody has reason why this couple can't get married, he rides into the church on a horse to sweep Pam off her feet like a knight in shining armor and declares, "I have an objection." And she's like, "What are you doing?" "No, I want to get married." She sends him away, so he has to ride his horse back out of the church. That's awkward and in line with the cringe factor of the show. So not too bad, right? Wrong, because wait, there's more. Feig adds, but then in an absolute insane thing, they had this crazy ending where Dwight gets the horse and rides it into the falls. Wait, what? It turns out that the show's creator, Greg Daniels, was obsessed with making this happen. Apparently, Dwight would have seen a display in the hotel that showed how a cow survived going over the falls, but people who did it in barrels perished. He comes up with the idea he can survive by riding a horse over the falls. However, he chickens out at the last second and ditches the horse, resulting in it going over the falls in the background of the wedding. Greg Daniels apparently went so far as to begin scouting water tanks on the Universal lot to prep for the shoot. However, he finally relented, saying, "Then we got to the table read and I was the last defender of the horse. The entire staff and actors were yelling at me, 'Don't ruin Jim and Pam's wedding with a horse.'" With a new climax needed, the producers decided to recreate the famous wedding dance video which had just come out.
Did you see this? It was on YouTube.
And history was made, or rather remade. As for the recreation, Mindy Kaling had this to say. "That video was so joyous and fun. That was obviously that couple's friends and family, and we thought it would be pretty funny and misguided for Michael to equate the co-workers of The Office as Jim and Pam's beloved close family and friends and do the same thing. But then when we were pitching it, it's so fun to see our cast walk down the aisle that it actually just became where Jim and Pam really liked it too. If they hadn't done the secret wedding, them coming down and dancing would have been horrible and ruined the moment." True, Mindy.
You guys, I'm like really smart now. You don't even know.
But not as horrible as a horse falling down a waterfall in the background of their wedding would have been. But what do you folks think? Did you like that the ending was changed? Or would you rather have seen Dwight attempt to ride a horse off a waterfall? Don't answer that one. And do you fall asleep watching The Office, or is it just us and our former producer Aaron?
I was asleep.
What? No way.
Those glasses are super dark.
Let's discuss. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, why not give us a like and subscribe? If you want to get notified every time we go live with a show or drop a new video, feel free to mash that little bell so you can be up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world.